Deep within the frozen depths of the Wintermoor, a hurricane had come, whipping up a frenzy of blood and pain. Gryselle, the Harkonnen hurricane, and her Arenai companions tore through the humans worshipping at the altar to the god of death. Piece by piece they cut apart their victims, slaughtering all those who had come to give tokens of praise and sacrifice to Nagash. Little did they know that death would soon be coming, in a much more real form. The tithe was due, and Kainan led his reapers to collect the offerings this far-flung tribe of humanity had to offer up to his master Nagash, only to find them butchered upon the altar. Sure, the tithe would be met this time, and then some, but now the tithe would never be collected again. A new crop would need to be grown, and in his rage he set out seeking those who had defiled this place of sacrifice and worship, as battle was soon to be joined in Warhammer Underworlds Wintermoor. In today's game, we'll be playing a Rivals format game of Warhammer Underworlds. This is a really fun format of Warhammer Underworlds and great for beginners getting into the game. What this format does is it allows you to play with set pre-built decks. This can either be the Rivals format deck that you'll get with a warband, such as Dagor Stablers have their own Rivals deck that they come with. But you can also use other Rivals decks as well, as there's a variety of different Rivals decks that can be used by all warbands in the game, and even the older warbands from seasons in which do not include a Rivals format setting. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with Gryselle's Arenai. And in this game, I'm going to be using the Rivals deck for Gryselle's Arenai as well. Josh in today's game has brought along Kainan's Reapers. And in this game, Josh is going to be playing with the Rivals deck for Kainan's Reapers as well. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with Gryselle's Arenai. And in this game, I'm going to be using the Rivals deck for Gryselle's Arenai as well. And so, we're all deployed down on the table. I've got Gryselle's Arenai here with Gryselle in the middle of all her fighters. We've got the Silver Blur down here. We've got Trixia the Aegis. We then have Thralia the Lash and Rotaria the Entangler on the other flank. And then for Kainan's Reapers, we have Kainan up the front. We then have Noham the Archer beside, and then we've also got Bina Kenta at the back there. You've got your big sword wielding Harkor. You've got Senhar with the sword over there, and you've got, lastly, Karu on the other flank. Today's video is sponsored by Easy Roller Dice. Fantastic quality, easily legible dice that make your games quick and easy. Easy Roller Dice also sell other accessories for your dice, like dice trays, cases, bags, and cups as well. Use the code Sinful Gaming to get 20% off your next order and help support this store and the channel. And so we're going to go priority for turn one. This is for Gryselle's Arenai. I got a crit and double support. And then you have got just a double support and support. So I'll have the first activation with Gryselle's Arenai. Alright, so first activation will go to Gryselle's Arenai, and I'm going to start with a charge with Thralia the Lash. We're going to attack with our Barbed Whip, needing cross swords. That is a crit and a hit. So, that's a shield, that won't stop me. It'll be 1 damage. But I will have my reaction follow-up, where I get to make an attack with my Bladed Buckler, which is 1 dice, needing a hammer. Which I get again. So, loves it. Cool. That still will be 1 damage, but because I did use the reaction, I will inspire with her. Alrighty, you're then going to play a gambit called Mortal Contract. There's a gambit spell you can cast. First of all, let's see whether you get it. You need your little lightning bolt from Kainan. Nope, that won't succeed, so it doesn't go off. And then you're going to go Exceptional Efficiency. When you play this card, pick one opponent. That opponent picks one. You either gain 2 task counters, or in your next activation, you can reroll any number of dice in friendly Mortec attack rolls. I'm going to give you the rerolls. Yep. Not give you those task counters this early. No problem. You are then going to do your activation. You're going to do a charge with Kenta next. And so you're needing hammers or yes. That will be a crit, and support as well will be a success. Nope. Damage.
Snack for 2.
Oh, that would just take me right out. Alright, next we're going to make a charge with Traxia the Aegis. So we are needing hammers. That'll be a crit.
Oh.
Nope. So that'll be 2 damage because I will get the Buckler Jab combo, which will mean I inspire with her as well. I'm then going to spend that glory that I earned and go for Blood Sigil. This is an upgrade. It makes me -1 damage on one of my fighters. I'm going to put this on Trixie the Aegis Inspired. Next, you're just going to do a move action with your Mortec with sword over there. So we're going to go charge with Retaria the Entangler. So we are looking for hammers. That is a crit. Kainan? Nope. So that will be 2 damage and stagger you as well. And because she did stagger Kainan, she will inspire. Kainan straight up is going to boop her back on the nose. So let's see what he can do. Looking for hammers across the
Yes.
1. So I need dodges. That's a crit. Stop it. And so for last action of the round, I'm going to do a charge with Gryselle. She has 3. She needs cross swords. That will succeed just once.
Yes.
Will succeed. Unfortunately, that wasn't inspired. So it'll be 2 damage. Alright, so lastly, Kainan is going to go a charge. First of all, we'll roll against Traxia Inspired because you actually can't kill her. See what happens here. Nothing. Then go against, that is Retaria, the one you actually can kill. Hit for 1. And so, trick, dodge, don't care. And then against Gryselle. Crit. Crit, dodge, so I will take the hit because a crit doesn't stop a crit regardless. But I'll be -1 on your damage. So yeah, Kainan will deal 1 damage to Gryselle. Because I do minus it by 1 thanks to her acrobatic rule, which allows me every time I roll a dodge with one of my fighters, they -1 damage to a minimum of 1. Alright, so end of phase. I'm going to score Blood on the Sands. I score this in the end phase if 1 or more friendly fighters are within 1 hex of 1 or more enemy fighters with 1 or more wound counters and not in your territory. And thanks to Traxia Inspired, I will claim that. And then Josh is going to get ranks unbroken by descent. I mean, this is the whole reason he moved all those Mortec guards together. 3 of them standing next to each other. He'll gain a point for that as well. And so, board state looks like this at the end. We're going into priority for turn 2. This is for Gryselle. I got a crit and 2 doubles. You got 3 doubles. I will get it, and I think we know who's going down on this. Alrighty, so turn 2 begins. Retaria Inspired is going to charge Kainan. What's really cool is she actually gets fly when she declares a charge super action, so she's flown over Kainan there. To stab him in the back, we need hammers. That will be a crit and double support will work. That's the wrong dice. Yep, but still will go through. Will be 2 damage. And so with Kainan going down, I will score Acrobatic Assault. This is a Surge Duel. A score if this fighter moves through an enemy fighter's hex in that activation step, and that fighter made a successful attack action that targeted the fighter they moved through. So we're going to start by playing some upgrades. First is going to be Star Performer. This is going to go on Traxia Inspired. While this fighter's inspired, rolls of crosswords and hammers successes in attack. Alright, and then you're going to play Empowered Nadirite. This is going to go on Kenta. I'm going to play an upgrade, Devotee of the Blade. This is going to go on Gryselle. This changes the fighter's characteristic to Shield, and their range 1 and 2 attack actions have Cleave. And then this one will be going on Hacker or Shaish, -1 dice from enemy fighters' adjacent attack actions. I will then play Mistress of the Bladestorm. Your warband's persisting Flourish Gambits are not discarded at the end phase, and at the start of the round, add up to 2 Flourish Gambits from your powered discard pile to your hand. But then I'm going to play Executioner's Flourish. Friendly fighters' attack actions that target a fighter with no wounds counters have the critical dice characteristic of critical dice actions have Grievous 1. This persists until the end phase, or in this case, with what I just played, forever. Alright, so you're going with a charge with Hacker. Now he has a little cool ability called Mortec Advance, which just allows him to move a friend along with him, essentially giving him support. Alrighty, so you did get a crit there, so let's see what I can get. That will be a shield and a dodge. So I don't succeed, but I do minus whatever damage incoming by 1.
Yep.
So Gryselle will take 1 damage. So Gryselle is then just going to attack Senha, who came along with his buddy. So let's see what we get. That will be nothing for her. Wow. Alright, Senha is going to try and get some revenge with an attack action against Gryselle.
Single success.
Single success. So I need a shield or a crit, and I got the shield, which will stop the damage. So Gryselle will then charge over there into Keru instead. So we are going to get a crit. That will be it. So that'll be 4 damage on that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play a reaction card called a Moment of Rapture. I pick this after I've succeeded in an attack action, and I can heal to that fighter. Kenta will move up and is going to attack Rataria. So it's a crit.
3 is the mark, correct?
Yeah, so 3 damage. So I do need a double dodge here to live. No, that is not double dodge. That is nothing, in fact. That will kill Rataria. And then Kenta, after that, is going to have an upgrade of Unstoppable Juggernaut for +1 move and wounds. We're going to go a charge with Calexis the Silvered Blur. So we need cross swords then. Nothing. Alright, Kenta is then going to make an attack into Traxxia Inspired.
Crit hit.
Crit hit. Cool, let's see what we can get. That will be a crit shield. So that won't stop anything. -1 damage.
That brings it to 2.
Which still takes me out. And then end around, you're going to score Walking Mass Grave. Scores the end phase for each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more move and or charge tokens. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest of the Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. Alrighty, so priority for turn 3, I just got 2 supports and a double support. Crit, we'll see it here for you. No, I get it somehow without the crit. Alright, Calexis Inspired, we'll start the round off with an attack into...
Sender Inspired.
Yes, send it. So we need cross swords. I get to roll an additional dice in there. Each success. Nope, so just 1.
Shields. No.
Nothing. That will be 2 damage. And so, first of all, after killing Senha, I've got some cards to play. The first of these is going to be the card I picked back up thanks to Mistress of the Bladestorm, Executioner's Flourish. This is the one that gives me the extra Grievous. I'm then going to go Spinning Flourish, where I can have Scything on my attacks as well. I'm then going to go Fatal Flourish, which is +1 damage. I'm then also going to upgrade Gryselle with Piercing Strike, this reaction that gives her another attack. And then you're going to play Witchlight Glimmer on Kenta. The fire is inspired and cannot be uninspired, and you can reroll one of their attack rolls. And then Discipline Charge onto Hackle. And then lastly, you'll play Lethal Accuracy. When you play this, you can discard any number of your Tithe counters in the next activation, +1 dice for the first attack action made by friendly Mortek, and add X dice in addition, where X is the number of Tithe counters you discarded. And you're discarding 0. Alrighty, Hackle is going to charge Gryselle, so let's see what you can get.
Reroll the 2 swords.
Reroll the 2 swords.
Crit.
Got a crit hit. Gryselle. We'll get a crit shield, so stops nothing. Alright, next I'm going to play Daring Flourish. This puts -1 defense on friendly fighters, but it gives me +1 dice to friendly range 1 and 2 attack actions. Persist until I get a successful attack. Then I'm also going to play both these upgrades, Paean of Slaughter, which will allow me a single reroll, and Paragon of the Arena, which will allow me to stick a guard token on my fighter after I've attacked. Alrighty, so Gryselle has charged to here. She's got Scything thanks to Spinning Flourish. She also has +2 dice, but -1 because of your Protection of Shaiish thingy. I've then also got +1 damage to take me to damage 3. I've got Cleave as well. And I've got the ability to reroll one of these dice So let's just see what she can do.
Do we need swords?
No hammers. And I can reroll that support, which goes to 4 successes.
I need a crit.
You need a crit.
No.
No. So that is him dead. So he dies, and now we've got the second attack from Scything. I can reroll one of these. So I've got a crit in there, which means it is 5 damage. It's a shield, it doesn't count, because it's cleave.
Kills him. Then I've got 4 health.
Yeah, that takes him out. And at this point, I don't think there's much you can do. Now, I would have scored Faultless Display as well. It's a surge because the first attack roll there was only successes. And then end of game, I'll score Haku on a Hurricane for another 2 because each surviving friendly fighter is inspired. Alrighty, so priority for turn 3. And I got a single crit, that is it. You, meanwhile, got nothing, so
Oh no.
I will get the turn. We are going to go with a charge with Moloch.
Surprise.